Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our continued playthrough of Victoriana, where we are playing Sherlock Holmes and the Scarlet Pimpernel, Emma Blakeney, or Blakeney is right, as we attempt to uncover a nefarious plot against the British Empire. So first off, I'd like to touch on a couple of quick points of correction. One of them is really basic, and I don't know what I was thinking when I did this, but it really doesn't have much of an impact on the game. However, when the characters start, they're all supposed to start at the palace, which is right here, Buckingham Palace, as opposed to New Scotland Yard. That's just a little thing to remember when you're starting the game. And also the other one is, and I'll try to remember this going forward because I had to really look at it for the rules to understand it. When you get these perks and that, you're not supposed to replace the lead. You have to try and go find new ways to replace them. So those two things in mind, let's get started. We're going to get right into it with our players' turns. And of course, in the two-player game, we don't change who's first and second player. They just stay the same. So we're going to get crazy with Sherlock Holmes and see what he's going to do. Now, if I recall, I think I don't remember if he looked at the other ones, 2 and 4 on our lead list or not. I think he had. I'm not too worked up about it, and I'm pretty sure he can manage it. But let's see, because he always has the ability to look at something, and I'm trying to think of whether or not we want to bother. I think we might as well, right? I think he'll look at number 1, because I don't remember. No, we know that is an occult one we placed there, but we don't know what it does exactly. So we're going to use Sherlock Holmes' first ability, which is Newspaper Archives. At the beginning of your turn, you may reveal one lead in play. So let's go take a look at that. And this is truly an ability you don't want to forget. But let's take a look at this one and see how easy it's going to be for him to do. He does have a couple of things he can do with it. Well, let's see. So on the basic level, he can do an occult and an underworld to do this. And I take it as evidence, but we really don't need it as evidence. So I'd almost rather get rid of some stuff. But if we do this, he can make this happen, actually, right here. So I think we can do that and make it really good for us and get rid of 2. We can deduce 2 times. So that I think is what he's going to do. And we're going to get at least, I think, most of these before we conclude our turns. And I think I just misplaced it. It was like that, right? Yeah. Okay, and we're going to get on to that. So let's continue and see what's going to happen. Where is number 1? I'm trying to find it on the board. Oh, it's close by. Anyway, of greater risk is this one here, because we can't really afford to have too many go south on us right away. So now remember, the good news is that we have the Nautilus as a card. So it says, place this card in front of you. Your maximum movement is increased by 1. So we can go 4 right now without penalty. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to here, where we're going to tackle clue number 2, actually, because we had looked at that before. Let's go take a look at that and see what it does. Okay, so clue, or lead number 2. Oh, it's another occult lead. Okay, so we can do an occult and 2 political to gain 2 of these. I think we're going to do that. So we're following the lead called the Hollow Cross. Now, you can see that we also have another ability, Master Disguise. Exchange one of your resource types for another. We're going to do that so we can maximize what we got going on here. That means we're going to take one of these, we're going to get rid of it, and we're going to allow ourselves to exchange one of these tokens for a political token. And then we're going to solve this. So we're going to spend an occult and 2 political tokens. Those are our resources to solve the Hollow Cross. And Hollow Cross, rather. And so we're going to get rid of those, and we have solved this. Now, I could take it as evidence, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use it to get some deductions. So let's go do that. So in our deduction pile, we're going to take 2 of these and see what we get. We get an agent of evil. I think, well, that means the agent is going to come out when we draw it. I got to take a look at that. And then the doomsday device detonates. Now, this agent of evil does count as one of our draws, so unfortunately we do not get to draw another one, but we do have to put Mephistopheles out. That sounds really bad, that Mephistopheles himself comes out, but it does say, after Mephistopheles pursues, if he is within 2 locales of an investigator, that investigator must name a resource type and draw from the bag. If the type named is drawn, it may be kept. If the type named is not drawn, suffer 2 trauma. That is really bad, and he requires a lot of occult to kill, obviously. He's Mephistopheles. So we're going to put him out by the board. I got to get a standee for him. Let's find his stand amongst the baddies, as I already did. We're going to get him out and find out where he is starting as he comes out onto the board. Well, that wasn't the best of draws, but here he is. I think that's him anyway. It looks kind of like him. Maybe not. I could be wrong. I'm going to look and see if there's another one that looks more like him. They're black and white and they're really small, so it's hard to tell. But I do think that that is the case, and we do have him. Yes, and if not, that's what we're using him for. It's the only other agent in the game anyway. So let's take a look and find out where he is going to be. And he's going to be at Occult 6, so Purple 6, down here, not too away from Sherlock Holmes. Now he's going to be pretty nasty to beat, but we're going to have to get that done. And that is going to conclude Sherlock Holmes' turn, but not the end of the round. So we have to now manage our generating a new lead. So let's take a look at that. It says one card from the lead deck that matches the type of the lead investigated. That was an occult lead, so we got one of those. Let's put it right there for the moment. And it says one card from the type of lead deck matching a type shown on the locale that was just investigated. Well, that's science. So there's going to be a real hodgepodge here. And then it says one card from a lead deck of the investigator's choice that matches one of the resources investigated. Well, if I look at that one, we used, what resources did we use? We used political and occult. So let's just make it crazy and get a political one in there as well. Hopefully we get the political one, because that's the one I'd like to get. Now, Sherlock Holmes has really got to get some resources, so he's going to have to spend a few turns doing that. Anyway, I think that's it for this. Yeah, we're going to shuffle these together. Now, his specialty is Underworld, so that didn't help him at all. Let's just mix these up. And we'll throw that one out. These two will go away, and that will become our new lead. Now, let's find out where our new lead is going. It is going to go, okay, so it's starting at 6 o'clock. That's fine. It's not terrible. And it's going to blue 6. Blue 6 right here. Good job. Okay, now that is going to be the complete end of his turn, but not the end of the round. So we're going to go to the Scarlet Pimpernel and see what she can manage to pull off here. Since we just placed number 2 down, I think we're going to ignore that right now. We're going to go to number 4. We're going to go 1, 2, to here. She's actually going to take that on and see if we can solve that lead as well, because it's about to go kaput. And then she could stay there maybe the next turn, and maybe we can get some resources. We'll have to see. But let's do that. Okay, so here we are. We're at number 4, so let's take a look at that one. Oh, this is, yeah, this is not bad for us at all. So we have, well, it looks like we do have the resources. We might have the resources to do this. We'll see. We definitely can do that. It's the mark of the Wen Shi. And I think we've looked at this before, so we knew what it was. But she is going to take that on. Now, what does she need to do to solve it? Well, we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corruption to get, let's see, or 3 corruption, or yeah, 3 underworld to gain 2, and place 2 underworld on Singapore Charlie's. Once per turn we're passing by, you can collect one of them. I think we have to do that, and she has the resources to do it. Here's 1, 2, 3. So she burns 3 underworld resources. She's going to get 2 deductions. So let's do that now. Let's see what evil plots we know are not happening. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I'll do that in a second. I don't think it's going to affect anything. Oh, it will actually, but not at this moment. Okay, we have a cult in a underworld crime that is not going to be committed. Let's take a look at that. And I need to go back to our boards, our investigation boards. The last turn, I forgot when we solved those, we were supposed to increase one of those. We got that. So that means that each investigator is going to gain one of the science tokens. So that is helpful to us. And I forgot about that from when the agent was revealed. The other card was a science card. But now we have a choice of a occult or underworld, and I think we need some occult stuff. So I think we're going to move up one on the occult track. Next turn it'll give us some occult tokens. So that's not too bad. And that's going to be the end of her turn, and that means the end of the round, unfortunately. But we do have to generate one more new lead. So we know that the first thing we do is we select a card from the type of the deck investigated. It was an underworld lead, so we're going to get one of those. And then it says One card from the lead deck matching the type shown the locale. That is going to be Underworld again, so we're pretty sure this is going to be an Underworld deal right there. And then it says one card from the lead of the deck that investigated. Well, we used Underworld again, so we can be pretty sure this is going to be an Underworld encounter, right? We'll just shuffle them up, and this one will go. We'll make this one number 3. It doesn't really matter. That'll go over there, and we'll discard these ones. And now we have to determine the position and where it's going to go. So once again, we're at 6 o'clock. And it's going to be a green 4. Green 4. Not too far from the Scarlet Pimpernel. That is really good for us. So that is the full turn right there. And now we're going to go into the end of the round. This isn't going to be fantastic. But it's not going to be terrible either. It's just next turn we're really going to have to hustle because I think we might lose another clue. We still have 2 uses of the Pimpernel's ability to turn back time on those. So we may have to do that. We'll have to see how it goes. But let's continue on and do our end of round summary. So concluding the round, what are we going to do first? First we are going to set the time to midnight again, which means we're going to lose our second token. We're starting to get low. We've got to solve this case as quickly as we can. We're getting there, except for on the agents. We're doing really bad with, not the agents, but the henchmen. And then we're going to turn all these. So we're going to go broop, broop, broop. And that is the way they're going to be at this point. I'll just flip these around so we can keep the numbers right. And that, so we didn't lose any that turn. And then what are we going to do? It's okay, we didn't do that. Now we got to do the agent's pursuit. Let's see where the agent goes. Hopefully nowhere near our peoples. Red 6. Red 6 is going to be where? Oh yeah, but here's the good news. Emma's ability of Duelist Extraordinaire. You are immune to the effects of agents and henchmen. So, this evil agent, Mephistopheles, as he moves over there, he would have done some things to her. We would have to draw from the bag, and if we couldn't draw the right token, we would have taken some damage, but she's immune, so we're okay there. That is the end of the agent's turn, and we do not have the resources to get him. That's a bummer, but we can try and get them from somewhere. That is actually the end of the turn. Now, we have a real big problem in it. I moved the wrong person. Where was he? I moved him instead of... Oh, he was way up at the Time Traveler's Lodge, right? Because that's where he went to, yeah. And so he moved over there. That's fine. But he is blocking our character. Scarlet Pimpernel can't get by him. And you can't move into or out of a space. So we got a little bit of a problem there. I don't know how we're going to get around that. She might have to stay there and take those... There's resources there. She might just have to stay there a turn and get them, which sucks because that means we might have another... We probably will have 2 different things go south on us. She can use her ability to keep one of them. So can we get Sherlock Holmes to one of these? I think with a movement of 4, can he get to something? I don't think he can. Look, he would have to go... Let me see. 1 is right here. He'd go 1, 2... No way. 3... 4, it's 6 away. We really don't want to lose them. So we can use the Nautilus's ability to discard it to move to any locale. I think we're going to have to do that, guys. I do. I think it's going to be a requirement. Let me think about that for a second. Well, we're going to have to do it. So, bye-bye, Nautilus. What a fantastic card that was. We're going to put the Nautilus away for now. That is a shame, but we're going to have to move. We're going to move over to number 1. Now, I know that's an occult thing. I'm hoping that we can use Sherlock Holmes' ability again to switch out a token. We're getting really low on tokens. So I think that we're going to have to head here and get the rest of these maybe, or go somewhere else. I'm not sure. But he's gone there. He appeared out of the river, dropped off by Captain Nemo, and he's going to uncover that lead right there. That way our worst case is we will lose one of them, which is still bad, but not as bad as it could be. Okay, so we're going to do this now. Ugh. Well, wait a second. Nope. I was hoping we could get away with this one, but can't. So we're going to have to do this. Now, how are we going to pull that off? We know we don't have any occult things, right? Occult skills or tokens. Once again, we're going to use his ability of Master of Disguise. That's going to take 2 charges of that to gain, to flop one of these out for one of these tokens. There we go. Then we're going to take, here, let's go to the card and show you what we're going to do next. Then we're going to do this top one. We're going to take that and that. Those two are going to go away. And I think, I don't know if I want to do this or not. We've actually taken a couple of these out. We could keep it as evidence. There are going to be other henchmen, but I'm hedging my bets that one of them is going to have that as a requirement if I do that now, because the current one we have does not. What we need to get is a... oh wait, we do need an occult one, don't we? We do! Okay, he's taking this as evidence. That gives us the evidence to kill Rasputin, it looks like. Yes, so I mean I should have taken that last time and I didn't. So now we have 2 evidence there against Rasputin. I have to remind myself about getting the henchmen. I think we have to be together, but I'll take a look at that. In fact, no we don't. In fact, we can discard them all right now, and we're going to. We're going to discard these and the political evidence that the Scarlet Pimpernel has. Scarlet Pimpernel is still in really good shape for resources too, but we're going to discard all of these. But that means we have defeated Rasputin. Now there's no benefit for defeating Rasputin. In fact, when defeated, shuffle Rasputin into the plot deck. Now, okay, that means we have to shuffle him into this deck. Now we already know that we've uncovered a henchman there, so obviously we got to shuffle it in. We're going to have to deal with it when it comes up. There's probably not a lot of other ways to shuffle this, so let's do that. And then he'll have an effect when he comes up, and then we get to reveal the next henchman. It is the Hired Nobblers. When revealed, each investigator must choose to discard a underworld or suffer. Okay, we can do that. I naturally gravitated to London, the great cesspool into which all the loungers, I'm sorry, this text is so bad for me to read, and idlers of the empire are irresistibly drained. A study in scarlet. So there's the Hired Nobblers. It's going to require, oh, we got these guys in the bag. We can take these out soon, I hope. Anyway, that is the new one, and we're both going to have to get rid of one of these. So the Pimpernel has, as has Sherlock Holmes. He's getting really lean on resources, but at least we didn't take any further trauma from that. Now we have to generate a new lead. The lead was an occult lead. We're going to get one of those. And then the location we're in is an occult location. So we're going to get another occult. And then the resources we use to dispose of that lead. The hysterical toffer. No, that wasn't it. Which one was it? Yeah, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah. Yes, we used... No, that was not it. Where'd my lead go? Hold on just a sec. Yeah, it too was an occult one, so it's going to be mainly occult-driven. Boom. Oh, it says the resources we used. We used an underworld and occult, so I'm going to see if we can get another underworld in there. Doesn't matter. Either way, we'll be okay. We'll shuffle those up, see what we get. I really try and shuffle them up to the point where I can't remember which one's which, so hopefully I've done that. And let's see. I'll take this one, put it over there, and we'll get ready to ratchet that up. Okay, let's see about this lead here. Where is it going? Well, it is starting at the 6 o'clock position. We know that it's going to be either an underworld or a occult, so I'll just mark it so we know that. And it's going to appear at green 2. Wow, right next door to Sherlock Holmes there, but Sherlock Holmes doesn't have resources right now, so we're going to have to go do some resource gathering. I'm trying to think where some of the best places for that is. There's a number of them we can go to. We definitely are running low on resources, though. So let's continue on. That was the end of his turn. Now we're going to the Scarlet Pimpernel. Now she's in a pickle because she can't go anywhere. So the best thing we can do is draw 3 resources from the bag and see what we get. So I think she's just going to have to stay there and do that. That's going to be 1, 2, and 3. She's going to be resource heavy, though. That's the good news. 2 political and an occult. So she's heavy on political now. That's not a bad thing for us. Though we don't have many or any political plots or leads out right now. And that gave her the 3 resources for being in that location. She couldn't move. So unfortunately, does she want to use any of her abilities? Yes. Okay, she is going to use her friends in high and low places to turn back a lead a half turn. So we'll get rid of that one, and she will turn this one a quarter and a half. So now we're in better shape with that one right there. We are going to lose one, though, which kind of sucks. It doesn't say she can... I mean, she could do it again. We could turn it back, but I think we're going to leave it alone. We're just going to take the penalty, take the hit, right? Let's do that. We'll take the hit on it and stay the course. Now, that doesn't mean it doesn't happen quite yet, because will happen in a minute, because we're going to have to take the next turn. So let's do that. This is the end of the round, so we're going to advance the marker one more. And then, unfortunately, we have to turn our leads. This one's going to go cold on us, which means we are not going to get it back. So this one goes cold. Yuck, that's bad news. And we're going to discard that one. And that is number 4. 3 rather. So I got to take 3 off the board. That's the one that was really close to her 2. That kind of sucks. And then we have to do this. So we're going to go up 4 there. We've lost a few leads. And that means that someone's got to take a hit for that. I think it's going to be Sherlock Holmes, because right now he's only at 1. Okay, guys, that is 2 full turns. So, oh, we got to do the agent. The agent's got to move before we conclude. Okay, so the agent's right here. Let's see what he does. Well, I don't need to roll that, but he's going to red 9. Where's red 9? Red 9, way down here at Club X. So he is not 2 away from Sherlock Holmes. We are okay, and he's out of the way for danger. And we still can get to number 2 and number 1, I think, in time. We can. Not that he can do number 1 right now. I don't think Sherlock Holmes can solve a case right now, or a lead. So we're going to have to get him some stuff. I can go get some science. I can go get some... Where can I get... I can't get to a place where I can get some underworld. I'm going to figure it out next turn, though. So, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you're still enjoying Victoriana. I felt like this turn was a little wonky for me, so I apologize if that's the case. It's been a long, busy week. But we're going to try and continue on. We got the next henchman of 3 exposed. Now we just got to build up a case against them and continue to uncover the evil plot. This game feels hard to me, like hard to win. It's a good thing. I'm not complaining. It just feels hard to win. So I'm going to assume that it is hard to win because it feels that way to me. So anyway, let's continue on, and we'll see what happens in the next episode. I hope you're enjoying it, and there's more to come. Now, next week, or maybe I don't know exact dates, but I'm going to be heading off to BGG Con. So we'll have some video from there, just showing you what the place is like. It's always my favorite convention to go to. It's really awesome. So if you're there, look me up. I'll love to play a game with you and hang out. It's a lot of fun. And I will see you either there or at the con or in the next video. So thanks, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.